I am my own worst enemy. They say, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, but in my case, what brings me strength has become the death of me. My self-awareness becomes self-consciousness, and my cockiness used to be confidence, and I continued to self-destruct until there was nothing left of me. Because when I became acquainted with my own selfishness, it was like I tasted disaster without knowing the recipe, and it was ecstasy. Me against the world, man, self-empowered. Nobody can mess with me except for me. Except for me. I am my own worst enemy. They say, no matter how good you are, there's always somebody better, but that's just an excuse to me. Because second place feels like last place when first place is what I used to be, and I refuse to see that I have nothing left to prove. I am a shining star, eclipsed by my own accomplishments. I'm less of a fighter, more of a shadow boxer, you see, constantly trying to outdo myself. No time to savor the fruits of my own labor, like I am the understudy of my own one-man show, and it is curtain call. On the marquee, it reads, Player 1 versus his vices, or vice versa. A show where the verses I'm writing just might hurt you because my words are weapons, bullets. I'm less of a soldier, though, more of a mercenary, you see, acting on my own self-interest. My mouth, a Beretta, a machine gun. I'm just trying to be the one to make a living off of giving everything he got to the game. But do I fight for the fame or do I fight for the fortune? I don't really know anymore. I only fight to be great. But I quickly become a prisoner to my own expectations as if my bars became cages. And the irony is, I only write to escape. But then my writer's block made for a tighter lock, so now I'm never going to really know what it's like to escape. You see, this isn't poetry, this is trap rap. And I am my own worst enemy. Being good with my words only kept my tongue as sharp as my wits. The trouble came in choosing which one of those to be my sword. But being quick-witted became more about picking up chicks, and my sharp tongue made me an assassin of character when I was bored. You see, I went from thought-provoking to thought-provoking to that's not funny, man, stop joking. People told me that I probably could have been a missionary, a visionary. Shit is scary to think that my words could move people. I could save the world, or at least help it. I could help people. It's easy, believe me. But how could I lend my helping hand to the man that needs me with a broken wrist and a shattered fist because I bite the hand that feeds me? You see, these walls that I put up to keep the bad guys out just lock the good guy in. So how could I be your knight in shining armor if I'm the damsel in distress? I'm my own worst enemy, but I don't want to be. I ask myself, what do I need to do? But the answer's always been in front of me because rhythm and poetry continue to open my eyes even when I don't want to see. The silence, it breaks. A familiar song, it occupies my thoughts. Its lyrics, they revive me. I can hear them. All I need is one mic, one beat, and one stage. And it clicked. It just all made sense to me. I became cognizant. And when I became cognizant, my cockiness turned to confidence. When I realized that I could be the voice of the helpless, then selfish turns into selfless. And all it took were the words of Nasir Jones himself to remind me that the world is yours. So is this even a poem? Or is this a story about how R.A.P. saved me? How R.A.P. gave me purpose? How R.A.P. made me? See, cause without rhythm and poetry holding me close to these flows, then most of these hoes wouldn't notice me. Soulfully overdosing on dopamine, spitting flows that are sobering. See, I locally started out, but then hopefully farther out. So I vocally start to shout that I'm globally sparking clout, and I openly boast about it. Supposedly no one doubts me, when no one around me will save me if I was drowning. So I stay afloat, burning bridges, so I build a boat and set sail. So I exhale.